So the next pain point was, do you feel overwhelmed? I feel like all these pain points are like one big pain point. But you are present, but your mind is somewhere else, thinking about what you left or where you need to be. What I mean, like, do you feel overwhelmed as a leader?
I live in that space too often.
Okay.
Too often. And so when we have dialogue like this, when my feet are held to the fire, when that accountability piece comes in and I have to call it what it is, then yeah, I have to come face to face with it. And you're right. The pain points really do, because when they're not addressed, it just all melds together. It goes back to that place. Are we giving priority to the right things? Put it on the calendar. When you make it something that is got a time and date attached to it, it gets done.
Right.
When it's just talked about in nebulous, then it just hangs out there.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I might need some private sessions with you because I'm not experiencing that same epiphany. I'm kind of in an overwhelmed state. Not that I haven't been there before, but yeah, it's one of those things where I then begin to question, like, why am I here?
Yeah.
Why am I here again?
Yeah.
Why at this point in my leadership have I not been able to understand that I'm getting overwhelmed? Like, but we can talk about that probably for an hour, and I might need a leather couch to lay down on.
Well, I think what you're saying, Sal, there's going to be seasons.
Yeah.
Seasons of overwhelmed happen. I'm not telling you that I've gotten to the other side and it just doesn't, but I'm recognizing sooner so that I'm not living in that state for too long. Right. So what are those key things that, when this happens, then I know what's coming next, and right there addressing it. And a lot of that for me is being able to have others around me who are responsible. So yes, we're in a point of leadership, but we're not doing it as a dictatorship. We're not doing it alone. So bringing others into the fold, and sometimes it's those who are actually pressing in and saying, we need this, we need this, we need this. Okay, I need you to hold the rope. We're doing this together.
That's right.
And speaking that truth out, we're being authentic here, and we translate that into everything that we do. So how do we bring that authenticity and say, what you're asking for, totally agree. But with the resources that we have, that's not for right now.
Right.
So if we were going to make that a priority, then we collectively need to talk about what needs to happen so that we can get there.
Yeah. No, that's great, Wendy. Again, very practical. And I like how you even started out. I think you used this, or maybe it's an early conversation we've had about being able to say no.
Yeah.
No is not a bad word.
Not at all.
It's very necessary.